Hey folks, welcome back to the Rockin' Sea Homestead. My name is Lance, and today's our fourth video on how to get started with chickens. And it is the chicken chore video. So, unfortunately, no matter how cuddly and cute those little babies are, they grow up and they make messes. And you have to clean up those messes as their owner. So this is going to be a video on how we take care of our little messes. So it doesn't really matter how big or small your coop is, you got to clean it, and you got to clean it often. As you can see, we got kind of a mess in this one. It's not being used right now, but we haven't cleaned it up since we've taken the chickens out just because of being cold and some other things that happen in life. We've just kind of left it here, so now it's our day to clean it. But some of the tools we use when it comes to cleaning up the chicken coop is a nice hard bristled broom. It really does help you kind of scoop up some of the stuff, as you'll see in the video how that helps. And we have migrated over to like a snow shovel. We don't get much snow here in Oklahoma, so it's a useful tool for us when it comes to cleaning out the chicken coop, since we're not shoveling snow. And then we also use a big scraper. As you can kind of see here, it helps you, especially on this outside portion of a run. But then sometimes you have to get in there and you have to get a little bit on a smaller scale to kind of scrape off some areas where they may have left some messes, and putty knives work really great for that. So we've got a couple of those, and of course we put them in you can put it in whatever you want, a wheelbarrow, a bucket. We use a big trash bag with the trash can, and then we take it and we put it over in our compost, and we compost and we use it in our hopefully be garden here pretty soon. So hopefully you're catching some of those gardening videos that we have also. If you haven't caught those, I'll put the playlist up above. So make sure you check those out, and we'd really appreciate that. And of course, one of our goats is trying to get to our plastic bag. She's being naughty. So let's get started. One of the first things we do when we come in here and clean out our coops is we take the water and the feed, and I already removed the feed bucket, but the water bucket's tied to this with these little zip ties. Since this is a heated one, it ran off electricity. And the good thing with the clip method is there you go. And now that's out of our way, and we can get on with cleaning.
Okay, so we cleaned out the other coop, the one that's not being currently occupied by chickens. So we scooped out all the stuff, cleaned out the outside, and we're going to leave that one for now. We're planning on maybe getting some new baby chicks at the end of April, and when we do that, we'll start them out over there. So we can keep the older chickens in this one, and we'll keep the little ones over there in that one. So we've done the same thing to this one as we did to the other one, which is just basically scoop out all of the bedding that's been on the floor. We, of course, remove the water and the food. We're going to take those in and get those cleaned up, and then we're on to the next step, which is kind of getting it all ready to go for the chickens again. So what we usually do, and of course there's lots of different trains of thoughts on this and different things that you can do, but what we like to do is lay down a good layer of straw or hay, non-food quality usually. So we'll go through and spread a good solid layer of this on the ground, and then we'll add a little bit of pine bedding at the top because it's absorbent and it smells a little bit better. So we'll do that to kind of finish it off.
folks, that's the basics. There are many different thoughts about, you know, number one, like the type of litter or the type of bedding that you put in your chicken coop. You know, some people use what they call like the deep method, where, you know, instead of cleaning it out when we did, they would just go in for another layer of whatever bedding they do, and they kind of build that up. For us personally, I think it's a little bit warm here in Oklahoma, even during the winter. I mean, like today it's 75 degrees. Earlier in the week it was 8 degrees. If it was 8 degrees all through winter, we'd probably use the deep method a little bit more. But since it's, you know, gets warm, and usually warm, you know, causes more smells and those kind of things, and we just like to clean it up. So it's really up to however you want to do that. The main things is you just want to keep it clean, keep it dry. That's really what's going to make them a very healthy coop for the chickens. And of course, keeping it clean all the time just ensures that even more. And when it gets a little bit warmer, you know, we'll even actually use some stuff called diatomaceous earth. It's actually a food grade substance. And for bugs and worms and those type of things that may be causing some issues for your chickens or could cause issues with chickens, that kind of takes care of that. We didn't put it down today. Like I said, it really isn't that warm yet long term. So we'll definitely be showing that in some upcoming videos, just not yet for you guys. So make sure that you're keeping up for more videos coming out. If you haven't seen the rest of the videos in this series, there'll be a little link somewhere up here, over here, that you can click on. Definitely go check those out. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we really do want you to subscribe. If you think a friend or family member would like this video, share it with them, give it to them, and hopefully they can learn something. And again, this is Lance saying, from our homestead to yours, have a great day.